Hey, what's up everybody? It's James Malinchak here, founder of www.bigmoneyspeaker.com, and I'm here with one of my old dear friends who's been a teacher and a mentor forever for me, Mr. Jack Canfield. Jack, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. We're here at my house in Las Vegas, and we're going to shoot a little bit of pool, and I'm going to interview Jack, and you may know Jack from his mega best-selling book series, Chicken Soup for the Soul. And how many copies sold now?
125 million in 47 languages.
Wow. This is what I do with all my coaching members. I never let them leave without bringing them out here because I know I can take them on the court. So Jack, let's talk about coaching.
Okay.
You've had coaches your whole life. One of the things I always teach is, for all my speakers, is you can't make it without a coach. I mean, I've never done anything on my own.
Right.
So how about when it comes to speaking? Have you ever had a coach speaking? Or not like skilled, but have you obviously invested and learned from someone or book published?
Oh, I have. You know, I've almost always had a coach. Last year I had 2 coaches.
Well, you were telling me last night when I picked you up that you were with one of your spiritual teachers.
Well, I was with a spiritual teacher all yesterday morning working on just letting go of some blocks inside of myself, looking at this whole issue of a fear I have underneath that I wasn't aware of. It went back to, I hadn't remembered this. When I was 6 years old, I was out in the woods. I came in. It was supposed to be my birthday party. And I was late coming home because I was out in the woods. I was just having a good time, pretending I was an Indian and all this stuff.
Right.
And so I get home, and my dad's so mad at me for being late, he wouldn't give me my presents. Now, my mother tells me years later that he actually did give them to me the next day, but I never remembered that part. All I remember is, like, I got sent to my room and no presents on me. And 6 birthdays, like 16, 18, 21, there were rites of passage. So I realized that I made a decision at some point that whenever I get close to something good, like I was like in this altered state in the woods, somebody takes it away from me. And so there was this, like when I sold my company for tens of millions of dollars, I actually became more stingy for about 3 months. I was really, my wife would spend some money and I go, what are you doing? Because I was afraid I was going to lose this.
Right.
So it was like a deep-seated fear I had that I wasn't aware of. And now that I've released that, I mean, I feel different today than I felt yesterday. But not only is there the spiritual development that goes on, I mean, I have 2 coaches that I work with that work with me on planning out my year, helping me think bigger. One of my coaches, I'm going to help you think things you never thought, feel things you never felt, and do things you've never done, because you don't grow unless you're outside your comfort zone.
Sure.
And our natural tendency is to stay comfortable. But a coach, you know, like when I was running track in high school, I'd say run 5 more laps. Why 5? You know, I wouldn't have run 5 unless he pushed me. You know, and so it's like you need someone to stretch you. You need someone to hold you accountable to your vision. I was just reading an article about one of the guys on the swimming team at UCSB who was in the Olympics. He was on the team that Michael Phelps was on, I think, and the coach really stretched him. The guy wasn't stretching, and he said, "You're off the team." And he said, "Well, I don't want to be off the team." He said, "Well, you're not pushing yourself." And the guy came back and he said, "Well, if I do this, 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 and this." So the guy did it, and he became an All-American and an Olympic swimmer. But you need that coach to kind of get you out of that rut you're in, out of the mental thoughts, your beliefs. You can only go so far. You can only do so much. So literally, you know, every year I make more money. I do things like right now I want to go to the Clinton Global Initiative. I want to go to Davos. I want to be part of the TED Conference. These are things that I kind of don't act on, and then my coach says, "So, what are you going to do this week?" You know,
hold you accountable.
Exactly. And so you're learning skills, you're being exposed. And the other thing about coaching is a good coach has a lot of great clients. So you're getting to meet all the other clients that the coach has, and getting to network with them and play at a higher level. So for me, I can't imagine not having coaches. I've had speaking coaches, I've had back of the room sales coaches, I've had sales coaches, internet marketing coaches, life coaches, executive coaches, marriage coaches, parenting coaches, you know. And I live a pretty extraordinary life. And I don't think I would have done that if I didn't have the coaches, mentors, and teachers I've had along the way.